What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Miami Sports Vibes YouTube channel. Man, we are about, just a little bit over a week, a little bit less than 2 weeks away from the Miami Dolphins season opener against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Preseason is done with. And it's time for that 53-man roster to come out. It officially came out today, Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm here to break it all down. So the Dolphins, a couple of injuries. Odell Beckham is placed on PUP. My guy Odell, unfortunately, is going to be missing at least 4 games to start off the regular season. That's a huge blow, a little concerning, honestly, man, because you're hearing about the injury. That McDaniel said it's not a big deal. But if it's not a big deal, you haven't, performed in training camp and preseason, and now you're missing the first 4 games of the regular season at least. I don't know, man. I don't like the way that sounds. That sounds a little tricky to me. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. Hopefully, he's back for week 5, but that remains to be seen. But this team absolutely needs Odell Beckham. Obviously, he was a big part of our offseason. Adding him to be that third receiver to complement Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill is going to be big time, especially for the Miami Dolphins offense, especially in the goal line. When you talk about those goal line fades that Mike McDaniel likes to run, Odell Beckham is, one of them ones that can catch those balls. So hopefully Beckham gets healthy quick. Other guys also dealing with a couple of injuries. Ezukama, you heard about him. He is obviously going to miss a couple of games. He's hurt. That opens up roster spots for other people, though. And here is how the 53-man roster shaped out, so you guys can hear my thoughts. Quarterback, you got Skyler and Tua. Both at the quarterbacks. Mike White obviously was released. No surprise there. I don't think he was worthy of being on this team. I'm grateful for that. I think Dolphin fans should be as well. With the running back position, you got Devon Achane. No surprise, obviously. You got Alec Ingold, Pro Bowler. I mean, there's no question about that. Raheem Mostert, no question. Jeff Wilson Jr. makes it. Jalen Wright makes it as well, which means fan favorite Chris Brooks, who was dealing with the injury, is out. Jeff Wilson, man, that's a guy who I believe was on the bubble. I was kind of iffy. I don't think he should have made the team. I just feel like this running back room is so crowded there that I don't think Wilson is just that guy anymore, man, to be honest. But he has a relationship with Mike McDaniel that probably you know, got him a spot here. Wide receiving group. This is very thin, guys. I am alarmed, and I think you should be too. You look at that list, that's 4 wide receivers. 4. All right. You got Braxton Berrios, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Malik Washington. Where is the rest of those guys? Like I told you, Odell Beckham's on PUP. All right. That's one. Ezukama is also dealing with an injury. And it just really sucks that you have 2 healthy guys, because also Craycraft is also injured. Forgot to mention that as well. You got 2 healthy guys, and that's Malik Washington, who's a rookie, and Braxton Berrios, who's not the best receiver that we have seen, because Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, those are guys that apparently are not 100% healthy right now. Apparently, they're going to be good to go for week 1. I don't disagree with that. I think they will be good to go. But the healthiest guys are Berrios and Washington. Dolphins got to figure something out there. I'm a little bit worried, not going to lie. Offensive line, probably the most, well, first let's go with the tight ends. Tanner Connor. My guy, Tanner Connor. I think he absolutely deserved this. Julian Hill, who's also been another surprise. He makes the team. Jonnu Smith, Durham Smythe, those are pretty much going to be our top 2 tight ends that you're going to see featured for the most part of this Miami Dolphins offense this season. Offensive line, the most important part, the key piece to this offense doing what they need to do. Teron Armstead, Aaron Brewer, Lester Cotton, Jack Driscoll, Liam Eichenberg. Oh, my goodness. Austin Jackson, Robert Jones, Kendall Lamb, Andrew Meyer, and rookie Patrick Paul make the offensive line. So no surprises there, a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I just really wish, Odell Beckham was there to start the season week 1. I'm still bummed out about him being on PUP. Just announced a couple hours ago. Let's take a look at the defense, though. Let's take a look at the defense. All right, you got Calais Campbell up front, Deshaun Hand, Benito Jones. You got Brandon Peely and Zach Sealer. All right, so Gallimore does not make the cut. He is on his way out. Quentin Bell for the linebackers. Here we go. Quentin Bell, no surprise there, especially with the training camp that he's had. Mohamed Kamara makes the team as well. He's had a strong camp. Jordan Brooks, who I think is going to be so big for our defense this year. I feel like a lot of people aren't really talking about Jordan Brooks. Listen, Brooks is a veteran. He knows how to play. He's tough as hell, and I think he's going to be all over the field for the Miami Dolphins. Keep an eye out on my guy Jordan Brooks. Trust me. Just trust me. He's got some dog to him. So Jordan Brooks, David Long Jr., Emmanuel Ogba, who recently got brought back into the team, Jalen Phillips, Duke Riley, Chop Robinson, first-round pick for the Miami Dolphins. Channing Tindall actually makes the team. How about that? That was a guy who I didn't think was going to make it. Obviously, he was getting a lot of reps in the preseason, especially in that last game, racking up tackles, but he's been a major disappointment. I'm surprised he gets the call here, but he made the 53. Anthony Walker Jr. makes it. Cornerbacks, Ethan Bonner, the guy who has been so impressive in training camp. You guys have heard the name throughout, I'm pretty sure, from Travis Wingfield and all those guys that do a tremendous job over there. Storm Duck makes the cornerback room. Okay. Kendall Fuller, Kader Kohu, Sarah Neal, Jalen Ramsey. That means Nick Needham is gone. Cam Smith, another guy that is placed on injuries, by the way. So along with Odell Beckham, Cam Smith, that is also why you don't see his name here. Otherwise, he would be there. Nick Needham, Brian Flores, this guy, man, the superstar they used to call him. He does not make the team. And then your safeties, Elijah Campbell, who's had a good camp, just like always. I mean, I feel like he always has a good camp. Javon Holland, Marcus May, Patrick McMorris, my guy, who I think has had some tremendous plays in the preseason and a strong camp. He makes the team. And veteran new addition Jordan Poyer obviously makes the team. Special teams, you got Jake Bailey and Jason Sanders, obviously. And that is the Miami Dolphins 53-man roster. Any surprises? Like I said, my surprises were pretty much that Jeff Wilson made the team and Channing Tindall. Those are two guys that I didn't really think were going to make it. Obviously, they're here. Also, Tanner Conner. I thought there was a high chance he wasn't going to make the team. I think it's a guy that's deserving to make the team. I mean, the dude is tough as nails, but I am surprised. So those are the three names that I was like, oh, damn, like really? Nick Needham, I kind of was expecting him to be out, but he had a nice run with the Miami Dolphins. So I got to give him credit. That's for sure. My reaction to this list is honestly the biggest takeaway. I'm bummed out that Odell Beckham is not going to be starting the season. I'm bummed out about Cam Smith with injuries. I'm bummed out how just thin that wide receiving group looks at the moment. Maybe we'll be more reliant on the run for a little bit of time. But then again, Mike McDaniel loves to pass that ball, so we'll see. But overall, man, I stand where I stand. I truly believe when push comes to shove, if this team stays healthy and this offensive line does what they're supposed to do, I think this Miami Dolphins team can make some noise. I think they can win the division, and I think they can compete for a title. Odell Beckham being out for the first 4 weeks is not the end-all, be-all. Remember, this team has been without Jalen Ramsey last year and still had a nice chance to do something, without – obviously, we fell apart, but it's not all about the beginning. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. Let me know your thoughts on the 53-man roster. Let me know which person being cut surprised you most. Did the Dolphins get it right? Are they going to regret a decision? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the thumbs up button to support the show if you haven't already. And subscribe if you haven't already. Next week is the start of the NFL season. Live streams are back, by the way, with Jacoby and I. Subscribe to the channel. A lot of content coming your way this NFL season, including week-by-week predictions by yours truly and Dolphins post-game recaps as well. Subscribe. What are you waiting for? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let me know what you think about the 53. Fins up, everybody. See you guys next week.